You ever wonder what happens when Plan A dies? I found out very early in my life. So the time is 1985, still in high school. Throughout high school, I was in band, I was in choir. I was, started into plays and musicals. So music played a big part of my life while I was in high school. And I started to think, well, maybe I should become a music educator. And I thought about that and thought about that. And the more I was in musicals, I was the lead in my high school musical, my senior year. And I also received the National Choral Award my senior year. So that kind of cemented what I wanted to do after high school. So fast forward, graduated in June of 1985. Yes, that makes me an old guy. I am 59 at this taping and will be 60 in October. And I wanted to go to college. So I started applying to various, universities and stuff. And one of them was Berklee College of Music in Boston. And it's known for producing people like Steve Perry of Journey and Quincy Jones. So they did ask me to audition, but I kind of chickened out on that. So wasn't sure if I wanted to go off on my own into, so far away from home in Ohio to Boston. So I've never really been in a big city before, so I kind of chickened out, which is fine. You make those decisions in life. Again, the plan was to become a music educator. And so I just stayed at home and decided to go to the local branch or OSU because I'm in Ohio, and applied. So then became the question of, how am I going to pay for this? Because I was still living at home. At the time, I believe I was working for McDonald's, like every kid back in the 80s did. Was getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go into work at McDonald's. Wasn't really my idea of what I should be doing. Dad was a union worker. Mom was working in a local manufacturing facility as a clerical person. So they had spent a lot of their money and time on us kids. So there's 4 of us. And that's fine. They did what they did. They provided a good family atmosphere for us. And I'm proud of what my mom and dad did. But Dad never saved. He couldn't save. He was always providing for us. And so Dad didn't have any money, or Mom and Dad didn't have any money to send me to college. So I applied for a student loan. And this is before all the student loans hit the scene. What is that? Back in the 90s, I think it is. So I applied and waited. And I waited. And then came the day that I got the letter. And I remember standing in front of the sink at Mom and Dad's house, and I opened that letter. And I remember that first sentence on that letter. It read, "Your guaranteed student loan amount is 0.00. And I thought at the time, well, I guess I'm not going to college. So right then and there, my plan A died. There was nothing I could do to change that decision that others have made for me that my plan wasn't good enough. My plan didn't matter to anybody else but me, which is what it should be. But it died. So I never returned to trying to become a music educator. And in essence, that day, that future me died along with the plan. So I just decided, okay, this is life. This is what it's supposed to be. I watched mom and dad all those years work hard. Dad was constantly working. So that's what I did. I stayed working at McDonald's. And like every kid, didn't like it. And I just worked. I changed a couple jobs up through 1987. And that led me to a decision that will be in the next episode. So you'll have to come back and see where my life takes me next. And if you want, hit subscribe, hit your notifications so when that new episode drops, you'll get notified. And I really hope that you comment on things in the comment section. So welcome to life's scenic journey. It's my unexpected journey through life.